Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We here. It's early. It's early. Listen, we just gonna do a quick little. I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time. I just wanted to, before I went to work, cause I gotta go to work today. Shouts to everybody who got the day off. Don't rub it in. I gotta go to work, but it's not too bad of a day. 10 to 5, not too bad of a day. I'm in the car business, as a lot of y'all know. I just wanted to holler at y'all about these player abilities in college football 25. Look, I'm trying to be consistent with this content. They tell me I gotta put something out every day, so I'm gonna do that. You know, we're gonna do this live stream now. I'm gonna try to put together something this evening for y'all as well. I'm super excited. I'm learning about this specific area of content creation on the daily, and again, I'm trying to take it serious. I need all the support I can get. I appreciate y'all, all the subscribers, everybody who's shown support thus far. I really appreciate it, like, for real. But I was just thinking, man, you know, again, if you're like me, you've been trying to find any information that you could find online when in regards to this game, because it's that exciting of a time. I think most of the people I talk to, like, have not been this excited for a football game since they just can't even remember. And I think that's what we're seeing when you start really looking at the recruiting. If you're familiar with NCAA 14, this feels familiar to you as far as the way it's laid out. It's obviously way more aesthetically pleasing and all that, but just the way it's laid out, it has a familiarity to it that doesn't, make you too uncomfortable. What we got to remember is that a lot of folks are going to be playing this. They didn't really play NCAA 14. It was 11 years ago. So depending on how old you are, if you ain't have a whole lot coming up like me, and maybe it just came out during the time when you didn't have a console, you might have played it at your friend's house. You know what I mean? Like, it was just, and then of course, now you try to find it online, it's $200. And then you got to get the PS3, you know what I mean? So it's just like, or the Xbox 360, whatever you were playing. So it's like, for a lot of folks, this is going to be their first time really being exposed to an updated version of a college football game. And I think that's just, that in and of itself is super dope. Super dope. But I just wanted to, again, real quick, let's look at these abilities, man, for what they are. So as I'm looking, I'm just like, what it makes me think about is this aspect of actually playing chess, right? This is gonna be our first real, like, we can play chess with guys. You know what I mean? Especially if you have the privilege of being in a user driven online dynasty, right? Like, I'm in one. We're almost at 32. I think we're up to like 26 users or something like that. And how the commission's running it, he has his only Power 5 teams, which that's another thing. He's thinking about just opening it up and letting their people get whoever. But the idea was to keep it more competitive, with 8 users at maximum of 8 users in any conference. So I'm in the ACC. Shouts to FSU. Of course, I'm running with my squad. Nobody has Clemson yet, surprisingly. Somebody just picked up Miami. I think we're at 6 or 7 total users. SEC is full. Big Ten, I think, is like 6 or 7. So we're definitely rolling. But my point is, what this right here, which again is, if you watch some of my previous videos, Scott O'Gallagher being the head guy over this team, his influence, he comes from NBA 2K, right? He worked on, I believe, he worked on some EA stuff early on. I can't remember which titles specifically, but he definitely left his imprint on the NBA 2K series. You can say whatever you want about the microtransactions, park, and all that kind of stuff. I don't even get into all that. I focus on NBA simulation gameplay. And they got that. Say whatever you want. They got that. And a lot of these are just badges. If you're familiar with 2K, what they've done is they've taken the badge system and implemented it within EA football, right? And in this case, college football. Now, Madden has the X factors and the superstar abilities thing, and that's cool. But what we're noticing is the college football guys are harping on, you shouldn't have guarantees with these abilities, which most of us, I would imagine, agree with that. You should not have in a football game, if I run up on you because of I ran for 2 big gains, now for the next X amount of time, I'm guaranteed to truck you when you hit. That's like stupid. So now as a defender, if it's user versus user, now as a defender, right, I'm sitting there knowing that if I'm in good position, I go to make this play, you're going to truck me because you have your X factor is active. That's crazy. So I think college football is getting it right by adding an element of it not being the same, the result varying, right? There should be a variance with this stuff. So I'm glad about that. I'm really glad about that. So in just looking at these abilities, man, I've sat here, I don't know about y'all, that they say there are 80. This is 72. They're clearly in alphabetical order. So, and I've looked all over. I have not seen a full list of the 80. So if you have, let it be known in the comments. But I'm thinking maybe this is the cutoff right here, and we got a few more down here at the bottom because we got rows of 8 or whatever. So, man, I'm like, I've tried to dissect this, 360, that's spin move related, 50-50. I'd imagine that's receivers in relation to going up for 50-50 balls, having an advantage. Adrenaline is probably lesser fatigue, or you recover faster once this. See, and that's the other thing. You got physical and you have mental boosts, right? Or abilities. So what I'm thinking about is this one right here is a physical, but how is it implemented? Because we talk about no guarantees. So how is this implemented? Is it after X amount of plays? What is the indicator to let you know it's being, you know what I mean? Like, how does that work? Aftershock. I don't know what Aftershock would be. I don't know. Maybe you feel it as a defender after you. I don't know. Backspin is probably related to punting. Balance, there's a tank there. I don't know what that, because there's another balanced on this list too. Ball hawk, out defensive backs, making plays on the ball. Best friend. So I see a third down indicator and a high five. So it's clearly something related to third down. I don't know. Blanket coverage, you know what that is. That's going to be a corner or any DB, probably with a high level of man. See, and that's the other thing. You got to have the attribute point has to be at a certain level for you to qualify for these abilities, right? Same thing like NBA 2K. So I would imagine for blanket coverage, you probably have to have at least an 85 man coverage, I would imagine. And then there are 4 levels to this. And that's going to be cool. See, that's the thing. I hope y'all got y'all PTO days when the game drop. Because if y'all like me, bruh, when I crank this up, I'm going to get home from work around 5:30 with it already loaded. And it might take me 2 hours before I even get in a game. I swear to God. Shouts to the geeks like me. It might take you 2 hours before you get on the gridiron because you're just breezing through trying to get all this terminology down, all the icons. You're looking at rosters, you're looking at the record books. Like if you're like me, and then boom, the highlight is going to be playing that game, whichever game you choose to play first. Deep range. See, I was thinking quarterback related because I'm not seeing something for quarterbacks with cannon arms. So I'd imagine deep range is throwing distance. Fan favorite is probably, what's the boost with that? Maybe you don't get rattled as easily or something to that nature. Layout, diving catches, option king, clearly. You know what I mean? Quick jump. How does that come into play? Is that on the offense or defense or both? Do you have a quick jump where on a high bullet pass, you have an advantage because you get off your feet faster? That's what I'm imagining. But it could be a middle linebacker too that has quick jump, that just has the ability to get off his feet. Bruh. Option disruptor, defensive, KO, knocking the ball out head first. That's offensive. Running backs putting their head down. I don't know what extender is. Cutter. Maybe that's, DBs with good low hit sticks. It's jammer, jamming at the line. Jackpot. I don't know. Ground and pound. What does that mean in comparison to head first? What is hammer in comparison to knockout? Check down. What does that mean? Probably a boost in short pass accuracy, right? Downhill, I think that's the one when you get up to a certain speed, you're more liable to break the first tackle. Again, not guaranteed. Gift wrap, probably something related to turnovers. Focus kicker probably doesn't get rattled by, doesn't get the joint with the, what I'm talking about, with the ice the kicker joint, or the meter moves slower for him. Double dip. My first thought is that the guys that can go on offense or defense. What does captain mean? Is that a mental thing? What is it related to? Field general, that's the quarterback joint. Foul flip. I don't know what foul flip means. House call. Is that something for return specialists? Bruh, it's just, it's all speculation right now. It's all speculation. if you're not excited, bro, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Again, for me, I think it's just this aspect of having to be prepared for your opponent, right? Especially in the user versus user game. If you're blessed to be in an online dynasty and just adding that fun element, I need to know what this guy has on his team. You know, I need to know, does he have mobile deadeye, a quarterback that can throw on the run? I imagine what that means, right? Off platform. I need to be prepared just knowing that this guy, even with pressure, like he can get the ball off accurately. I'm pretty sure that's what that means as a quarterback. So I got to apply more pressure if I want to get to him, right? Like this is what press pro. Does he have corners that have press pro? So now I got to think about that. If I got undersized receivers, I might have to implement more motion in game. Like these are the adjustments. This is why I feel like this is going to be a grown man's football game, even though we're dealing with college age kids. Think about it. When I say grown man football, I mean like things that you really have to think about. And if you're in an environment like an online dynasty or even in your road to glory, you know, if you're playing running back or quarterback and you know that the team that you're playing against, they have defenders with these abilities, you need to know what you're up against. And I think this is what I mean. It's becoming a thinking man's game. And I cannot be more excited that this is going to be a thinking man's football game. Like real talk. So let's get it, man. Hey, it's time, cuz like we real close, bruh. We real close. So let's just relish in these this last week and some change that we got. We literally less than 10 days out, man. So I'm ready. I think I'm running with Kentucky in my offline dynasty. I got FSU for online. I think I'm running with Kentucky offline. I love what they got. They got in Barry in number 7. This kid, Double B.A. This dude, best returner in the nation, a burner. I think I'm gonna really be able to make some noise, even though I think they opening with Georgia. So gotta open against Georgia, but it is what it is. So nah, man, let's just be ready, and relish in the moment, man. I'm off at 5 today. I might live stream again this evening. I want to think about what I want to talk about if I do. Otherwise, I'll just put out a piece of content. We'll see. If y'all have anything that y'all want to discuss live, let me know in the comments. I'll check it out and, we'll see what we can do. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Please subscribe, hit the like button, share this. Again, my content is going to always be more conversation based, not as much journalism and countdowns and all that, more so just having a conversation. Because, if you're like me, you've been having conversations about these games for a long time, and I don't want it to be too uptight or anything like that. I just want to talk college football, Madden football, NBA 2K, WWE 2K, whatever y'all into, MLB The Show. I do it all when it comes to the sports game. So y'all have an amazing day if I don't see you later. And thank y'all for your time. I always appreciate it. It's your boy, Only One VZ, Man Cave Gaming.